Okay. Astonishing.
Amazing.
Yes, but another amazing in which sense? Slightly different meaning. Astonishing.
Surprising.
Surprising. Yes. Astonishing means surprising. It can be in a good way also, and then we can call it amazing. But here it is not in a good way, it's just surprising. Astonishing is surprising. Okay, let's go. Do you know the meaning of the tube?
No. No, sir.
YouTube.
Anyone? Yes?
YouTube, it means.
No. In Britain, the tube is another word for the television. I don't know if you know this. In Britain, in England, the tube is another word for television. They call it the tube. Even I found it very strange when I heard it for the first time, but it's a word that they use it for the television. The tube. Okay, let me see. The tube, the television. So it's another word for the television, the tube. Not a common word. I won't recommend you to use it, but you should know it from this point of view, from your reading point of view. The tube. Okay, let's go next. Misgivings?
Misguiding.
No. I'll give you a sentence. Try to make it. I don't think it's a common word. Does anyone know it?
The misunderstanding.
Not misunderstanding. I'll give you a sentence, but it's very close to misunderstandings. So I had certain misgivings about the course. So the professor told me he'll clear them up.
Neglect. Doubt. Forget.
Doubts. Okay, for me, the meaning is doubt, but let me check the meaning because the way I'm reading it, it might be it's sounding something else. A feeling or doubt or worry that would happen, or about whether or not something is the right thing to do. A feeling of doubt. For example, when you're joining, like you have a misgiving, okay, is it worth it? I'm spending so much money, or like misgivings about going to Canada, or misgivings about going to the foreign country, whatever. Like misgivings are like you're not very sure, you're having doubts about it. So that's misgivings, yes. Not a common word, uncommon word. But you should know it, misgivings. And you can use it in your speaking. I would say it would be a good word to use if you can master it and use it well. Like when you have doubts in a sense of a worry, like you're not sure because you think that the decision might not be a good decision. That's a misgiving. Vague. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
The meaning of vague?
Good evening, sir. Yes,
Good
sir.
evening.
Large.
Sorry, repeat, Kritaman.
Large.
Large, no.
Something which is not clear.
Yes, vague is not clear. So vague is like you don't have a clear understanding of something, not like dhundla. Dhundla is another word you can use for vague,
Blur.
like blurred, not very clear. Yes, it can be in mental things also. It's I have a vague understanding means I'm not very clear. I'm not very sure. So, and it can also be related to vision. Twinge. A twinge of unease or guilt. Twinge. Anyone? Twinge?
A moment.
Yes. I would also think a moment, like 1 second. Pal. In
Uh,
Hindi we call
A
it pal.
short feeling of pain.
Sure, no, not sure. I think it's a slight. Twinge means not a long, but a very short feeling that lasts for only 2-3 seconds. A twinge of unease or guilt.
A pinch of
A pinch, yes, but pinch. Let's see. Pinch.
so further,
A sudden short feeling.
Yeah, a sudden short feeling. Yes, not a long feeling. A sudden short feeling. Okay. And we are not doing the pain one, we are doing the other one, a sudden short feeling of an unpleasant emotion. So you write a twinge of disappointment, like something that doesn't last for a long time. So he said moment. Moment is a good word to explain a short duration. Yes, did anyone have a doubt? Okay.
Sir, can you explain again? Short feeling.
Of anything bad, any negative feeling. A
Okay.
short moment of a negative feeling, any negative feeling. Okay. Affluent.
Wealthy.
Wealthy.
Yes, good, wealthy. Let's go next. Permitted.
Permitted. Allowed.
Yes, good. Allowed. Permitted is a good word and allowed. It's a good word to use, especially, and you can use it often in your problem solution essays. For example, government should not permit this, or government should permit this, government should allow this, or should not allow this. It could be a good word to use. Permit. Permit means allow.
सर आजकल मैं ट्रू फॉल्स में बहुत माइनर सी मिस्टेक कर रही हूँ मतलब सिली मिस्टेक हो रहा है या फिर ज्यादा सोच रही हूँ मैं
Okay, don't think too much. I know. We'll discuss. You do questions today, you think. Okay. Any other words that I can think of? No. Aggression.
aggression means sir aggressive से aggression like how can I गुस्सा जल्दी आना like aggression.
Yes,
Coming
violence.
down? To coming down?
To come down, no. Violence.
anger,
Anger
Aggression.
related to
Mhm.
violence. Like
Yeah.
aggression is related to violent behavior. Violent behavior. Okay. Prevalent. Prevalence.
It means to occur something in a period of time.
To
Something occur in a period of time, especially for disease like this.
yeah. So what's the exact meaning? You're very close, but it's not.
Incidents. It means incidents.
No. What is prevalence? Your meaning is also correct, actually, but the meaning here is something else. Prevalence means something like how often something occurs. Prevalence
Yeah.
is how often something occurs. So it's a prevalent thing, means it occurs very often. Prevalent means something that occurs very often. So it's very prevalent in India, means it occurs very commonly in India. It's a good word. It's prevalent among people. It's common among people. Prevalent. So you can use it in your writing as well. Prevalent. That exists or very common at a particular place or in a particular time. So Raman was very Very close. Prevalent means something that is very common, like it happens a lot at a particular time or a place. And prevalence is like happening very commonly. The same thing, something that happens. How commonly something happens? Prevalence. Okay. This word stems from.
STEM is some subjects like math, physics.
Basement.
And यहाँ पे पूरा stems from.
And base from basement.
Sorry, repeat.
From the origin, it means the basement.
Stems from means the basement, no. But
Origin?
origin in the sense meaning?
Yeah.
No, I'm not clear. Origin meaning what?
Starts from.
Starts from, yes, but exact meaning? And where do I want you to use
From
it?
the scratch.
Generated.
Generated, yes. Exact meaning? Okay. Anyone else? No?
Scratch.
Scratch? No?
Main part.
No. Stems from means is the reason of.
Originate.
Like it derives from conditions such as.
The reason is. It's a word I want you to use for reasoning. So
तो
that's
क्या
the
आपने बोला reason of?
I'm sure I'll show you the meaning. Stems from, it's an idiom.
Mm.
It means to be a result of something. Meaning, is it clear? So how do we make it? How do we make this sentence? And you can use this sentence. I'm teaching you this sentence for writing. For example, traffic accidents stem from the lack of tell me the reason.
Lack of
Overspeeding.
Lack of experience.
Overspeeding.
So like that, overspeeding. So traffic accidents are the result of overspeeding. Overspeeding is the reason of traffic accidents. So that's the way you use it. Meaning traffic accidents are the result of overspeeding. Overspeeding is the reason for traffic accidents. So where would I want you to use it? You can use it in any of your essays where you're giving a reason. This way the sentence can be formed.
I don't understand the meaning of misgivings.
Misgivings means when you have doubts, you're not sure. For example,
About anything.
About anything. For example, you're choosing a university and you have doubts about that. So those doubts will be misgivings, like study nahi achhi hai, teachers nahi achhe, mere ko job milegi ya nahi. These are all your misgivings.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's start with the questions. Questions 1 to 5. Studies show that males are more likely to be addicted to the TV than females. It's a very simple question. It's a comparison question between whom and whom? Between males and females. And if the question is saying males are more addicted than females, if males are more, the answer is true. If females are more, the answer is false. And if no comparison is given, the answer is not given. So let's find out what's our answer. Is it true, false, or not given? Comparison between males and females. So I'll go to the beginning. Wherever you find genders or males and females, let me know. Stem from is still unclear, Sajid. Stem from means uska reason hai. Like I'll show you with an example. First we'll do this. First we'll do true false. This true false, then I'll clarify. Anywhere you found genders? First 2 paragraphs.
No, sir.
No.
I think not given.
I also think not given. But to make sure, what will we do?
We'll scan other 1 or 2 paragraph.
No. What will
No,
be?
second question.
Second
We'll
question.
scan second after.
Yes, we should start with the second question. We can do the first, then we'll be sure. Okay, so we'll start with the second question. Greater improvements in mood are experiencing after watching than playing sports. Kritiman, again, this is which kind of question?
It is a comparison.
Yes, so exactly like the first question, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So here, when will it be false?
If it is equal or more
In case of, more in case of?
more in case of to watch playing sport,
Perfect. What is more?
watching great mood, watching TV.
No, what? Improvement in mood. If
Yeah.
improvement in mood is more in sports than TV, then the answer is false. If it's more in TV than sports, then the answer is true. And equal also is false. Okay, so let's try to find out mood and sports or TV. So your keyword would be mood, improvement in mood, and it should be related to TV or
TV first, second.
TV nahi akela, improvement in mood also together, not alone. Improvement in mood and TV. Otherwise, you're reading too much. You read too much. Don't read too much. Improvement in mood and TV. Both should be together.
I think in the C.
See paragraph?
Yeah.
Which line?
People report improvement in mood.
Yes.
First.
Okay, good. Improvement in moods. Okay, good. Okay. After playing sports or engaging in hobbies, people report more improvements in mood. And then there's another line with TV. What happens after TV? People's moods.
Are about the same or worse than before. So it will be false.
It will be false because improvement in mood is more when?
Then how
More,
doing
more,
other
more in now.
Yes, more
Playing
in
the
sports.
sport.
Yes, it's more in sports. In watching TV, actually, there's no improvement. It's actually
Yeah.
it's opposite. So good. Okay, good. So is there anything about gender before this? It wasn't there in first two paragraphs, so we'll read here.
No.
There's nothing about gender. So our answer will be confirmed for the first one. It's not given. I hope it's clear. The second question comes, the first has to come before the first. So you don't need to waste your time reading now. You're sure about the first answer as well, and you're sure about the second answer as well, because you're sure. Okay. So
So true
Yeah.
and false are always given in a sequence, is
yes,
it?
always.
True
in a-
and false. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
It can be one line prior to the previous line, but it will always be in sequence. Like, if this is first, the second line can start from here, but it cannot be before that. It cannot go one line before that. It would not happen. Okay. So stem from, somebody asked me, stem from means is the reason, like it's the cause of, is a result of, like I'll replace it with the is a result of. So after stem from, you write the reason. For example, let's take something. His lack of values stem from a difficult childhood. Can someone explain the meaning of this sentence?
ऐसे difficult childhood के कारण
Was the reason of his lack of values.
Okay, both of you are correct. Preet is also correct and you're also correct. So difficult childhood reason tha lack of values. Difficult childhood was the reason for lack of values. Lack of values were a result of a difficult childhood. So he had a difficult childhood, so he didn't develop good values. So that's the way I've written. Okay, let's move on. Is it clear, Sarjeet? If you still are clear, we'll discuss it again, but I hope it's clear. It's better to explain this with an example. Okay, moving
Can
to
we write stem from in place of because of?
his lack of values were because of. You'll also have to write were or are because of. So are would also come, right? Otherwise, it's fine. You can use it. So are is also coming. Stem from is replacing are also. Okay. So, okay, let's move on. Third question. Third is again a comparison question. We have so many comparison questions in these true false. Third is a comparison between
drugs and TV.
Drugs and TV.
and they're what? They're working. So TV addiction works in similar ways as drugs. If they work in a similar way, then the answer is true. If they work in different ways, our answer is false. So let's find out if they're similar or they're different. I want both of them together, drugs and TV addiction. Don't tell me TV addiction, don't tell me drugs. Find where there's a comparison given. Otherwise, the answer is not given. Okay.
Sir, in the paragraph C,
Okay, we'll go.
9th line.
9th line.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
They have written that
Habit forming doubts. Okay. Okay. Viewing begets more viewing, which is the same as the experience of habit forming drugs. Very good.
True.
Viewing begets more viewing. Matlab watching television leads to more watching television, which is the same as experience of habit forming drugs. So it's
True.
saying it's the same. Yes. So the answer is true. It's not different. It's same. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Someone has to tell me the meaning of viewing begets more viewing.
So watching TV.
Yes. Viewing is watching TV. Begets more viewing means?
Paying extra time on it, like watching a lot of TV.
Watching TV begets more viewing, meaning begets more viewing.
It means want to view more.
When you do what?
When view the TV.
Okay, Dharman, that was a good explanation. So when you watch for half an hour, you start you want to watch for another half an hour.
Yeah.
And it's the same with drugs also. So once you have one, you'll want another one. Once you have two, you want to have another one. So like once you have something, you want more of it. So that's the experience. Viewing begets more viewing means viewing results in more viewing. Okay, good.
What is meaning for begets?
Begets means results. Matlab viewing का नतीजा ये होता है. It's viewing results in more viewing. Okay. For example, I'll show you another sentence. Meaning you get the point. I'm not able to make think. अगर आप गलत करोगे तो उसका नतीजा होगा, you know. What can I say? Bad deeds will result in what? Bad deeds will result in? Tell me.
Bad. बुरे का कहते हैं ना, बुरे कर्मों का फल बुरा होता है, अच्छे कर्मों का।
हाँ, that's वो जो ये जो line है ना, exactly what she said. Begets is the fal, उसका ये फल होता है. Begets is that word. It's the word you use it like that. उसका फल ये होता है. If you know that in Hindi, the fruits of bad things are bad. So अगर आप किसी के साथ बुरा करोगे, आपके साथ भी बुरा होगा. Like if you do bad to someone, you'll also face bad things. So that is also begets like that. Begets is used like that. We'll see the meaning so that it becomes more clear. Begets. Begets means some result of that in the same sense. Okay, beget something. No, not this one. No, not this one. Beget is used as a pasta, is used as the, wait. So like, okay. So violence begets violence. You get the point. So once you commit violence to make something happen. So violence results in more violence. So like that. Viewing results in more, meaning like that it's used. अगर बुरे कर्मों का result भी क्या होगा? To make something happen, that will also result in bad towards you. If you harm others, you will also be harmed. Like that. It's used like that. I hope it's clear. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Anyone has a doubt still? Yes, wrong action beget wrong result. Very good. So that way also. Okay, good. Let's move on. Next, it is reported that people's satisfaction is in proportion to the time they spend watching TV. So this is a different question. This is the first non-comparison question. Dharman, you're going to tell me how it will be false. Be slow and be proper. You don't need to hurry.
Okay. It is reported that pupil satisfaction is in proportion to the time they spend watching TV. Yeah. If it would be to proportion of the time, it is true. If
Meaning,
it is not be to proportion, it means the percentage of time
it's not
spending for
exact.
TV.
No,
So what does that mean?
I think that the way is similar. If
No.
the person satisfaction is greater, time spent is also greater.
Opposite of that.
Spending
no.
time directly proportional to the satisfaction. Like time ज़्यादा देंगे तो satisfaction ज़्यादा होगा.
Okay, that was perfect. So what she said, if you spend more time, you will be satisfied more,
Yeah.
right? If you spend 2 hours, you will be satisfied like for 2 something. If you spend 3 hours, you will be satisfied for 3 something. So it's proportion. The more time you spend, the more happy you will be. Daman, what do you think should be the answer logically? Not through the passage. What do you think the answer should be?
I think it should be true.
It should be true. When you watch more TV, you become happy or less happy? Think.
Suppose that people no, we not be happy. I think.
What do you
Sir,
think?
it's depend on mood,
It
no?
should be wrong. It should be wrong.
What do you
Actually,
start thinking? Okay, let's imagine you
Yeah,
watch it for 10
actually,
hours.
I am thinking just for myself. I do not know for others.
Okay.
If I watch TV more, and also I
Sir,
will
in
not.
paragraph C, there is a written in our ESM studies, the longer people sat in front of the seat, the less satisfaction they said they derive from it.
Yes,
I
we'll get
think
the
answer is false.
yes, the answer is false. That is clear. I was just thinking logically, what happens to all of you when you spend more TV? What feeling do you get?
It depends, sir.
I feel
Depends on
एक-
mood.
एक ही
What kind
feeling
of
आती
mood
है.
you are having that time.
No, it's one feeling only. When you watch excessive TV, I think most of us have that same feeling. What is that feeling?
I feel
Getting
like
bored.
I spoiled my time.
Getting
I feel
bored.
like
A
I
feeling
spoiled
of
my
guilt,
time.
a feeling of guilt that you wasted your time. Is it correct?
Yes,
Once
yes.
you watch for
Yes,
5
yes.
hours, most of us have the same feeling. There's a feeling of guilt that we wasted our time. We should have done something productive, not wasted our time on television. So I would have logically marked this answer as false or not given. False because logically false. And if it was not given, it cannot be true, but we'll come back to see. Okay. She said it's from here. The
Yes.
longer people sat in front of the set, the less satisfaction. So it's opposite. It doesn't increase, it decreases. So the answer should be
False.
false. Right. Good. Okay. Let's do Jaspreet, you want to do 5th?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, let Jaspreet do 5th. Okay, tell me. How will it be false?
Because they have written that
How would it be false? I don't care about the answer. Tell me when would you mark this as false?
because they said that the guilt occurs among middle class viewers than affluent ones, means wealthy ones. But in the question they have written
Oh, no,
the
no.
middle class viewers and the
Okay.
poor.
I'm okay. I'm okay with the question. I'm okay with the passage. It's okay. Leave that and just think about the question. What does the question say? Who feels
Middle
more
class
guilty?
viewers are more likely to feel guilty about watching TV than the poor.
Okay.
Means जो middle class viewers है वो ज़्यादा guilt feel करते हैं about watching TV than the poor ones.
Okay. Then how would it be false?
Because
Don't think about the
Sir,
passage.
it is if it is opposite, जैसे कि poor one ज़्यादा guilt feel करते हैं.
Poor feel more guilty, then the answer would be
Right.
false.
yes.
And if the feeling of guilt is the same, then the answer would be
True.
it's the same.
False.
False. Even if it's the same or the poor are more guilty, then the answer would be false.
False.
If there's no comparison between middle class and poor, the answer will be not given.
Not given.
Okay, let's find out what the passage says. We have a word about middle class here. I found it. See paragraph only. Now tell me, what is it given? Who feels more guilty? The rich, the middle class, or the poor?
Research of you.
Middle class.
Or the poor?
So it's a true.
It's true.
Not
Yes, sir. It's true.
is wrong.
No,
Not
sir.
given.
False.
False.
Not given.
It's not
Because the,
given.
that
Because
statement
it's talking about wealthy people,
Yes.
not poor people.
So what's the answer?
is
Not
false.
given.
Not given.
Not given.
Comparison.
There's no comparison between middle class and poor people. There's a comparison between middle class and rich people. I don't care about the rich people and middle class comparison. I want the comparison between middle class and poor people.
But sir, I have a question here.
Yes.
Sir, the statement is they have written a
Let's wait,
whole
okay, wait
statement.
one thing. I'll answer your doubt. But why, when we discussed how would it be false, what did we say? If the poor feel more guilty, or the
Yes.
guilty feeling between both of them is the same, then I'll mark what? False. Did you decide that? Did we decide that?
No.
No, we just decided, right? अभी तो हमने decide करा था कि अगर poor को ज्यादा guilt होगा या बराबर the same guilt, then the answer would be false. We decided,
false.
right?
False.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. तो ये नहीं था तो फिर not given mark कर देना चाहिए था जल्दी से, फिर overthink नहीं करना था. अगर आपने
Okay.
कुछ सोचा था ना, हमने क्यों सोचा? ताकि आपकी confusion खत्म हो किसके बीच में? Not given and false के बीच में. पर फिर आपने जाके फिर कंफ्यूजन बना ली, फिर रिच आ गया, अब रिच का मैं क्या करूं? हमने तो क्लियर करा था, we'll mark false only when poor are more guilty than middle class or poor and middle class have the same level of guilt. Then we'll mark what?
मुझे लगा, मैंने ये सोचा कि फॉल्स तब आता है कि जब पूरी स्टेटमेंट सेम दी रखी हो मगर थोड़ी सी मतलब उन्होंने थोड़ा सा
नहीं,
ऑपोजिट करा हो.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता ना. स्टेटमेंट हम तभी तो हमारा मेथड है कि हम पहले सोचते हैं फॉल्स कैसा आता है, ताकि हम वी डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन नॉट गिवन एंड फॉल्स. हम
ओके
ऐसे
ओके
थिंकिंग को डेवलप करेंगे. ओके, इज इट क्लियर?
यस सर.
ओके.
सर एक मेरा डाउट है सर, जैसे जो क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे ट्रू फॉल्स में दिया है, अगर उसका ऑपोजिट अगर उसकी बात हुई है, जैसे आज जो मैं पैसेज कर रहे थे उसमें ना
वो ना अभी मैं रिलेट नहीं कर पाता. विल आस्क योर डाउट हियर फ्रॉम दिस क्वेश्चन. आस्क.
सर यहाँ पे तो क्लियर हो गया, यहाँ पे डाउट नहीं है.
तो वहां पे होगा, वो मेरे को डालना ग्रुप में. I'll answer your question. ना अभी फिर पता है क्या होता है, बाकियों को समझ नहीं आता. ठीक है ना? It results. I'll answer your doubt. You can put it in the group and I'll answer it. ठीक है? All right, I'll answer it. Yeah, after the class, we'll finish the class quickly and then you ask me. ठीक है?
Sir,
Okay.
sir, book का जो answer false है पीछे answer.
Yes, it's a wrong answer. I know the answer. The answer is wrong. The answer should be not given.
Because book said that less in this passage is not about less affluent, but in the book it is say about the less affluent. So it is answer false.
Why?
The
Why?
less,
Yeah.
the less
Where?
yeah, among the less affluent one.
Okay, यहाँ पे less affluence है.
Yeah. So
Then
there
it's
is
poor. Then it's poor, right?
yeah.
Less affluent का मतलब क्या होता है? Poor, right? Okay, so there's a word missing here, less affluent. If the less affluent was given, the answer should be true. The question is also saying middle class more. Sorry, the answer middle class more, right? Then the answer should be more true, not false.
Here, less affluent, it does not mean, so I think it is not a good word to put less before the affluent.
Less affluent means less people with less money. People with less money. Affluence means wealth. Okay,
Yeah,
understand
wealth.
this.
It's wealth.
Affluence means wealth. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Affluence means wealth. So less wealth will be what? Poor. Can we say that? Don't go to the literal meaning. Understand. You'll start understanding. Less affluent means it's not a good word. I agree with you, but it makes it clear. Less affluent means poor. If it was less affluent, I would mark the answer as true. Why is it false? Tell me that.
Because the whole statement is opposite.
How is it opposite? It's the same row, right? What? Wait, let me see the question. The question says middle class viewers are more likely to feel guilty than poor. This is also saying the same thing. This guilt occurs much more among middle class than poor. So the answer will be true. Why would it be false?
Okay.
Kritiman, is it clear?
Sir, affluent ones means wealthy ones. Wealthy means
Rich.
rich. But in the
So
question it
wealthy,
is like poor.
Yes.
so ये rich तो हुए but less अगर लगा है तो मतलब तो poor में ही आया ना.
हाँ तो अब लेस नहीं लगा था ना, पर मैंने अगर लेस जोड़ दिया चलो
अच्छा आपने लगाया है.
हाँ, नहीं
मैं confused.
ओके पुअर डाल दिया. अब बताओ आंसर क्या है.
Same.
तो अब तो true आना चाहिए ना.
Right, true. It should not be false. It cannot be false. Is it clear?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Baron Reeves and Esther Thomas, Daphna Lemish. Okay, authors are given. I'll quickly tell the method and we'll do a quick job of it. And the passage is about solving it like in a less amount of time. So let me teach that. First of all, you're going to underline all the authors quickly. Don't
Sir,
waste
this type of questions I got very confused.
Okay, so we'll discuss how to do them. We'll
Okay.
underline all the authors really quickly. We will not waste time. Then we'll start reading with the authors who have said
Okay.
less things. We will not start randomly. We'll start with the authors who say some things, less things. That will make our job easier. So I'm quickly going to mark. So first of all, this one. Quickly, I'm doing it along with you. Charles Winnick. Okay. Gary, this thing. Just mark, don't look back, don't waste time. Otherwise, the whole point of marking them goes waste. Okay. Robert G. McLaren, good. Okay. Daphna Lemish, okay, good. Esther Thorson. If I've missed something, Baron Reeves, okay. Esther Thomas, there's Baron. Okay. Any author here? No. Any author here? No. I can't find any authors. Have I missed something? If I've missed something, I'll care about it less. Now, Preeti, I have a question for you. Which author you'll start with?
1 second. Can we start first one? Hello.
Yes, why the first one?
Randomly, मैंने सोचा नहीं सर, मैंने just randomly.
अभी मैंने बताया कौन सा ऑथर चूज करते हैं हम, जिसने सबसे कम का है. कौन सा ऑथर आपको करना चाहिए स्टार्ट? Think really quickly. I would have started with Daphna Lemish or I would have started with Tanis because there's उनके paragraphs बहुत short है.
So,
And
short
that's late.
paragraph.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. Now that's how you save time. You quickly do the decision and you're not going to think too much. कौन सा करना है? You just quickly make a decision. Okay, so we are going to read about Daphna Lemish.
Yes,
And-
sir.
Okay, so read properly, read slowly. Don't read unnecessary things. Okay, let's go. You want to do this? Do it.
Yes, sir. Daphna Lewis often tell every
You're not,
university
okay, first of all, stop reading this. Where should you start?
has described babies
He
at
has
6.
described. Okay, he has described.
He has described babies at 6 to 8 weeks attending of television. Sir, shall I convert it or shall I read it first?
It's okay. He has described nothing much here. He's talking about babies watching television. Okay, next.
We have observed slightly older infant who, when lying on their back on the floor, crane their necks around 180 degree to catch what light through yonder windows breaks. Yonder, I'm not able to see. Sir, what is the meaning of yonder?
यहाँ पे guess करो आप meaning. Even I
Yes, sir.
don't know. I made a guess.
When we have observed slightly older infants who,
अब
when
देख
lying on their back
अब
on the floor.
अब प्रीति पता है now what you're doing, you read again. So when you have to read again ना, जितना पढ़ना था ना उतना साथ साथ में उसका क्या लेके चलना था,
Meaning.
हाँ, फिर पता है दोबारा पढ़ना पड़ा तो यू वेस्टेड दैट टाइम ना. हमने क्या नोटिस करा जल्दी से, जो थोड़े से ओल्डर इन्फेंट्स हैं, जो इनसे थोड़े से ओल्डर हैं, जो इन्फेंट्स बिल्कुल छोटे नहीं होते, बच्चे जो बिल्कुल छोटे नहीं होते, थोड़े से ओल्डर होते हैं, यहाँ पे एज भी दी हुई है 6 to 8 weeks, जब वो अपनी बैक पे लाई कर रहे होते हैं फ्लोर पे. अब यहाँ तक अब पढ़ना नहीं था दोबारा, यहाँ तक अब करा हुआ था, वाई वेस्ट टाइम है. फिर वो अपनी क्रेन करते हैं अपनी नेक, अब वो अपनी नेक के साथ कुछ करते हैं, क्रेन करते हैं अराउंड 80 degree.
रोटेट करते हैं.
हाँ, अब ये भी क्लियर हो गया. अब पता है ये why did you read, वो wasting time है when you read without thinking about it. So don't read like that. You have to, everyone, and this is done by so much of you, and you read the statement 4 times. That's how you waste your time. Read once, read so properly you don't have to read again. Okay, so now they rotate their neck 180 degrees. अब बताओ वो क्या कर रहे हैं, कौन सी yonder window है, you know this. मैं नहीं बताऊंगा, पता चल रहा है, मेरे को भी पता चल रहा है, मेरे को भी पता नहीं था क्या, पर पढ़ के पता चल जाता है किसकी बात है. क्या है वो yonder window, क्या है?
टीवी स्क्रीन.
टीवी स्क्रीन. ऊपर लिखा है, वो क्या देख रहे हैं? टीवी की विंडो में वो देख रहे होते हैं, अपनी नेक को 180 डिग्री रोटेट करके वो टीवी देख रहे हैं. इट मेक्स इट क्लियर. इज इट क्लियर? हाँ,
Yes, sir.
हाँ, so
This
that's it. बस this inclination, okay, start.
This inclination suggests how deeply rooted orienting response is. ये inclination ही suggest करता है कि कितना ज़्यादा इनका
कितना deeply root हुआ है, कितना जमा हुआ है orienting response. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you're going to become quicker in reading. You want to improve this now, so don't read unnecessary stuff and don't read twice. Okay, now you're going to make up a right option. Don't overthink, just mark. Okay, can it be first or no?
Audience would get hypnotized from viewing too much television.
Okay, wait. So first of all, you're reading it. I wouldn't have read it. I would have read the word, just which word?
Hypnotized.
Hypnotize की बात हो रही है?
नहीं.
नहीं हो रही है, छोड़ दो फिर. अगला बताओ, अगला है.
sensitive to TV
फिर
signal.
you're reading the whole thing. Don't read the whole thing ना. यहाँ पे कुछ है जो आपने पढ़ा उसके बारे में, वो कीवर्ड
TV
देखना.
signal नहीं.
Younger age.
Younger age है?
Younger age है, but sensitive.
हाँ है ना, कुछ तो है ना. Now you can read the whole thing. You get the point. You पहले नहीं पढ़ना है, पहले कुछ देखना है कि मेरे से मैच हो रहा हो. बिना पढ़े नहीं पढ़ते हैं, मतलब थोड़ा सा देखते हैं. अच्छा यंग एज की बात है, पढ़ लेते हैं. मेरे को भी यहाँ पे किसकी बात हो रही थी? इन्फेंट्स. हाँ हो रही थी, तो I'll read it. Okay, tell me what does it say?
Have been sensitive to TV signals since a younger age. No.
मेरे को तो लगा एग्जैक्ट बात है.
सर एग्जैक्टली बात कह रहे हैं इसमें, क्योंकि यंगर एज का रहा है तो
यंगर एज से बच्चे सेंसिटिव नहीं है, वो अपनी गर्दन मोड़ नहीं रहे. सेंसिटिव का मतलब क्या होता है? वो टीवी को सेंस करने लग जाते हैं यंग एज से.
Okay.
आंसर भी आ गया, बिल्कुल मैच हो रहा है. ठीक है, सो रीड लाइक दैट ना. डोंट रीड द होल थिंग. फर्स्ट ट्राई टू फाइंड, अच्छा ऐसी कुछ बात थी, फिर मैं पूरा पढ़ता हूँ, नहीं तो टाइम वेस्ट होगा, नहीं तो you'll slow down too much. Okay, so young age की बात थी. I read the whole thing. I think it's the same thing. I might be wrong, but I am thinking this is the right answer. Okay, let's go next. I'll make you do one more, but afterwards. Let someone else try it now. Okay. Jaspreet, you want to do something? Some question now?
Sir, G.
Which one will you pick? G paragraph. Okay, G paragraph. Okay, Tanis. Good, because it's a short paragraph. Okay, do it. I'm happy with your choice. Go.
More than 25 years ago,
Okay, wait. You should not have read till here. You should have started from?
the name of the author.
No, here.
Okay.
Why? Because I don't care about the author, which university he's from. That doesn't make a difference. We come here directly. Okay. So what did he study?
Studied a mountain community that had no television until cable finally arrived. Over time, both adults and children in the town became less creative in problem solving, less able to preserve a task, and less tolerant of unstructured time.
Are you clear what it said?
Yes, there was a no television until the cable was not arrived.
And then what happened after it arrived?
Over time, both adults and children in the town became um
You
the
are
children
also-
and adults in the
Huh?
town became less creative in problem solving.
So it is the problems of watching television. Till TV they were better, after TV they were bad. You also reread the same thing I told her. So once you, in the first time when you were reading, you should have read slowly. You should have paused at the commas and understood the meaning still there and then moved on. So
Okay.
after TV, what happened? They became less creative. You should have understood this. Why
Yes,
to be less able to persevere a task if you're not clear till here? That's overreading and that's wasting time. Now you're going to change the way you read from next time. So
Okay.
when TV came, they became less creative in things. They became less able. They became less tolerant. Let's see what the right answer is. You can mark. Now let her choose. Okay. Hypnotized. Is there anything about hypnotized?
No.
People are less likely to accomplish their work with television. I think
Yes.
yes, it's making sense. Yes,
Yes. Yes.
yes. Other
B.
types of media, no. You want to
No.
read questions, you can check, but okay, we don't want to do it. Okay, let's good. I think this is clear. Let's see. We shouldn't
Yeah.
waste. Okay. Alka, which author will you go for next? Which author should we avoid? Now tell me one author I will definitely avoid. Which author is that? Can someone tell me which author?
So the
MC
lengthy one, H.
MC White, Robert D. MC White.
I would avoid this one. Why would I avoid this one? Robert D.
Bigger
Mc-
paragraph.
Because in two
It has come
places-
in two paragraphs.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly. 2 paragraphs. I would have to read 2 paragraphs. So it makes my work harder. I'll do that at the end, but I'll not do that at the beginning. So you can go with Byron Reeves and Esther Thorson because they were in 1 paragraph. Okay, here. Okay, read. Alka, where would you start reading?
Uh, Byron Reeve,
Yes.
Esther. Okay, so I will start from here. Yeah. Begin to study whether the simple formal features of television
Yes. Okay. I think she got disconnected. Or am I disconnected? Am I audible?
yes.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Activate the orienting response, thereby keeping
Wait, don't read till now. Clear the meaning, then go ahead.
begin to study the simple formal features of TV. So like these are he's talking about the features of TV, like
Yes.
cuts,
Like what?
edits,
Like cuts and
like
edits. Whether
edits, zoom, pans,
they activate the
activate the orienting response.
yes. Next.
I didn't understand. Activate the orienting response.
Okay. Orienting response. Does anyone know the meaning of this line? Can someone clarify? Orientation.
concentrating.
What does orientation mean?
Attention to info.
Presentation or
Present
It's a kind of
or something.
No. What is
kind
orientation?
Action.
orientation is kind of introduction of something new thing.
Introduction.
Yeah.
No.
Orient, it means to aware something,
No.
someone.
To get to know about something.
No. Direction. वो ये क्या
Yeah,
है?
direction.
Okay, orientation is a direction. They are saying we look at the television, we change the direction of our face because of which features? Cuts, edits, zooms. टीवी पे cuts आते हैं, sudden noises आते हैं, इसलिए हमारा ध्यान बार बार कहाँ जाता है? टीवी पे. और हमारा फेस वहां पे ओरिएंट हो जाता है. Our face changes directions. We are talking to someone. अचानक से टीवी पे loud noise आती है, cut आता है, zoom आता है. Have you witnessed this? And our face turns towards the television. Yes, thereby keeping attention on the screen. Are you clear
Screen.
what orienting means here? Directional response.
Yes.
The direction of
Yes,
a-
sir.
Okay, let's go next. Next
By
slide.
watching,
Yes.
by watching how brain waves were affected by formal features, the researchers concluded that these stylistic tricks can indeed trigger involuntary responses and
Meaning till here.
derive.
So what he's saying, these, do they make a difference or no?
Yes, it's related to this only.
Yes, they're saying the researchers concluded that these tricks can indeed
Stylistic tricks
yes.
trigger involuntary responses.
Okay, so they make our face this thing. Okay, good. Do you want we can avoid reading further? We can check whether this part is given till here, and if it's not clear, we can read further. So let's find out.
Okay.
You read till here. Okay. Hypnotized, too much television. Does it talk about that or no?
No, no.
Okay. Here, other types of media. Are we talking about other types of media except TV?
No, sir.
No,
Addictive
no,
power to television, minimize problems? No, it's not about the benefits.
no.
No. Various media formal features stimulates people's reaction on the
Yes.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
the correct answer.
Yes.
F is the correct answer.
yes, good. So we are clear here. Good job. Okay. Moving next. Who wants to do next? Kritiman, you do next.
Okay.
Okay. Which one will pick? We'll pick Tanis. Charles Winnick.
Yams.
Yes, we did Tanis. Charles Winnick. We'll do Charles Winnick.
Okay.
Where's Charles Winnick? Here, last paragraph.
Conclude the first 3 or 4 day for the most person were the worst. It basically about the whether in the first 3 day or 4 day their response is worst.
Which first 3-4 days? I don't know. So you have to give me an idea.
Yeah.
You have to read before and tell me what first 3-4 days. Which days?
Stop viewing the TV screen.
Okay. So people are stopping viewing TV screens. Okay. So here they are stopped viewing too typically, and they're saying the first 3-4 days are the worst. They're the bad. They're very bad. Okay. Now I understood. So people stop watching TV, and the first 3-4 days are the worst. Okay. Then go next.
Even in many homes where viewing was minimal. So due to this problem, the viewing portion is minimized. And where there were other ongoing activity, basically they go outdoor activity. In over
Oh, you missed this up. So the first 3-4 days were the worst. Kahan pe bhi? Yahan pe bhi. Even means even in those homes where people used to watch
TV.
less TV. Even where the people used to watch TV, even they in those houses, when people stopped watching TV, they had a problem. They had a problem for the first 3-4 days. And even in those homes where people were doing other activities, they were not just watching TV, they were also doing other activities. Even there was a problem. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In over the half of the household during this first day of the loss, the regular routine were disrupted. So due to their TV stopping of the TV, so regular activity is disturbed.
Yes, good.
Family member had difficult in dealing with the new available times. They are stressed for leisure time.
Yeah. So you get the point. He's telling the problems
Yes.
that people face when they stopped watching
During stopping of the movie TV.
TV. Okay. So let's check. We'll read till here, then we'll check. If we don't find something, we'll come back. Okay.
I think answer is H.
Okay. Let him also think. Okay.
Electric power of television, no. It had to be. Oh yeah. Yes.
It makes sense.
Yes.
Which word makes it sure the answer is correct?
At the beginning.
At the beginning. Perfect. The first few days at the beginning. It's making perfect sense. So we'll mark
Yes.
this. Okay. We'll mark this answer for Charles Winnick. Good. Easy. Now we have one question left, which is
Tennis. Yeah.
McNext, right? This one, Robert.
Robert.
Okay.
Rob, D.
Okay. So what would be my advice? Can you
First,
tell
we'll
me?
check in the shorter paragraph.
Okay, good. We can check in the shorter paragraph and then we can come to the next one. Okay, good. So let's find out. Okay. So he's studying those people who call themselves TV addicts. I'll show you how I read. So he studied those who call themselves TV addicts. He's studying people who call themselves TV addicts. Okay, he found that I would not write on a measure of this. I'm not reading. He found that. So he found what? That self-described addicts, people who call themselves addicts, are more easily bored and distracted and have poorer attention control than non-addicts. So people who call themselves addicts have these problems. They are get bored, they're distracted, they don't have attention. Okay. The addict said they used to TV to distract themselves. Okay, that's it. Okay, I don't need to read. It's about addicts, TV addicts. So firstly, I'll find any option with TV addicts. TV addicts. It's given here.
Yes, sir, G.
People who believe themselves to be TV addicts are less likely to join in group activities. Now, I just want to make sure, because I don't remember reading about group activities. I'll read that paragraph. If they're saying they don't join group activities, my answer will be sure. So I'll come back to this paragraph. Is it talking about group activities also? Yes. Are less likely to participate in activities in sports. So sports are group activities and activities in sports is also given. So I matched everything. So my answer is correct. My answer is G. So I'm done. Is it clear? That's the way I read. I wasn't reading fully. I was just looking at TV addicts. Wherever they've talked about TV addicts, I'll read that line and go like that. So, okay. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving on. Okay. Which one will be the easiest to solve? Tell me.
11th one, because
Why?
it is
Utilize all-
options are shorter and people in industrialized world.
Why is it the easiest? Tell me, Preeti. 11, 12, 13. Which one will be the easiest? Tell me.
Sir, I feel the options are shorter and it is very clear that the statements are, it's looking easy for me.
Okay. Which will be the easiest to find? First, second, third.
Sorry, sir.
Which one will be the easiest to find? First, second, third.
I
First,
think 12.
which one? First, second, third.
12.
First.
I would have gone with third. Why?
Which of the family statement is true about the family experiment?
You'll find the paragraph with the family experiment and you'll quickly do it. I think it's so simple. I think 11th and 12th will be difficult to find. Just hold on. 11th and
We
12th
have
fine.
we have already read family experiment.
Yes, and we have already read the family experiment, so it will be easier for me to find the 13th one. I would have gone with the 13th one. There's no keywords here. There are no keywords here. Good words. What will I find? Industrialized word, they can give so many other synonyms for industrialized word. This is still easy. Light viewers and heavy viewers. Those who watch a lot of TV, those who watch less TV. But again, there can be synonyms. There are no synonyms here. You don't need synonyms. You don't need keywords. You have the family experiment. You directly go find experiment on families. That's it. So I would have done with the 13th one. Let's go. 13th one, family experiment. I think this experiment is on families and we've already read a part of it. So I'll go here. So what happens? He read the first few lines. We know families were asked to stop TV. And right, in experiments, families have volunteered or been paid to stop viewing. Okay, there's additional information here. Can you read that information? Tell me the meaning of this. Families have
volunteered or been paid to stop view. उनको टीवी नहीं देखने के लिए पैसे मिल रहे थे और volunteer कर रहे थे.
volunteer करना क्या होता है?
Like काम करना
Without paying.
बिना पैसे.
Without pay, unpaid.
Without paying, but monitored by volunteer.
Volunteer is without pay. That's it. Either they do it for free or they have been paid. So there are families which were paid. There were families who did it for free. And they did this for 1 week or a month. So they did this for a week or a month, like for 7 days or 1 month. Okay. Some fought verbally and physically. Now people are fighting there. They're verbally. Verbally means through?
Oral communication.
Through words.
Emotionally.
Yes.
No.
नहीं emotionally नहीं गालियाँ निकाल रहे हैं. That's what it
मुंह
means.
से झगड़ा करना.
Yes,
बातों से झगड़ा.
verbally they're fighting. They're saying the wrong things to each other. And physically means they're using their hands and legs. Okay, done. Okay, now he's read he told us what's happening here. What happened here? Which days are the bad? Which days are very bad?
Beginning
The
days.
starting days.
Starting days are very bad. Okay, done.
Beginning
What?
day.
Yes. What happens after the beginning days? Let's start from here.
Moves towards the adoption of adoption to
By which week?
situation.
By which week?
Second week.
Second
The
week.
first week is pretty bad. Then you move towards adaptation. So, for example, in the second week you start adapting. You are okay with it. First week is very bad. Then you start adapting from the second week. Okay, good. Next line.
Unfortunately, researchers have yet to flesh out these antidotes. Antidote मतलब इनका कुछ
Anecdote. These stories. They have not properly studied these stories. Okay.
No one had systematically gathered statistics.
यहाँ पे researchers have not done a good job. Researchers ने अच्छे से study नहीं करी. Unfortunately, that makes it sure that it's a negative thing. Researchers have yet to flesh out these anecdotes, means they have not gathered the data, they have not studied these properly, everything. They have not done it proper, not done a good job. That's what's written here. So let's see what is wrong about it, what's true about it. Not all subjects participate in the experiment for free. Is that correct? Yes, some were volunteers and some were paid. There has been a complete gathered data. What will be the answer here? True, false?
No, false.
False. People are prevented from other activities during the experiment.
Not given.
Not given. Yes. People cannot adapt to the situation until the end.
Yes. Adapted slightly.
False. When did they adapt?
Second week.
That's it. So now you did 4 true false questions also. Okay. Let's go next. Here it's still a good keyword. What's the keyword?
Viewer.
Which viewer?
Light viewer and heavy viewer.
Light and heavy viewers.
You understand the difference?
Sir, light means जो कम देखता है, heavy means जो ज़्यादा time TV पे TV.
So we'll go back from here, from H, and we'll try to find light or heavy. Here I find something like
Moderate viewer.
So I'll check this paragraph. Maybe this has light viewers also. Light viewers. Right? I found heavy viewers and light viewers in the same paragraph. Got it. Is it clear?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, chalo. What's the comparison? We found someone else should do it. Kavita, you want to do it?
Yes, sir.
Do it. What does it
We
say?
found that heavy viewers reports feeling significantly more anxious and less happy than light viewers do in unstructured situations. जो ज्यादा एडिक्टेड थे, ज्यादा देखते थे टीवी, वो ज्यादा एंशियस हो रहे थे लाइट व्यूअर्स के कंपैरिजन में.
Anxious
जब
means?
उनको
घबराहट.
it's a kind of
Stress.
feeling.
Ghabrat is the perfect word. Nervous or ghabrat is the perfect. So they feel nervous. They feel less happy. You should have just read less happy also. Kam khush the. Which situations? In
Unstructured situations.
Light views.
In which situations? Unstructured situations means which situations?
So, an example here as doing nothing, daydreaming.
और
उनको
waiting.
मतलब ये करना पड़ रहा था मतलब टीवी को छोड़ के शायद.
वो less happy
Something
थे,
which is not
unstructured-
planned situation.
Not planned situation. Unstructured situations is when you're doing things randomly. Like you come back home, you're not doing anything. So like you're doing nothing, or you're waiting in a line, or daydreaming. Like ab din mein hi soch rahe ho. So they were less happy. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see from here if we can see an answer. If we can match an answer. Heavy viewers like playing sport more than reading. Nothing about comparison and sport. Feel relaxed after watching TV. It's not about TV at all. Spend more time in daydreaming. Nothing about this. Spend more time or less time. Are more easily bored while waiting in.
Yes.
Line. Yes, sir. True.
But I am, yeah, are more unhappy would be the better option. Are more unhappy. I would have taken more easily bored. Se acha more unhappy or more anxious or more nervous. But they said bored. I don't think they've said bored. Anything related to bored they've said?
Bored. No, sir. Unhappy. Anxious, no, मे भी शायद आगे दिया हो.
Sir, answer is C, I think.
I see more time.
Yes.
More time in daydreaming. They spend more time. कहाँ दिया है कि more
नहीं
time?
डे ड्रीमिंग वो तो फ्री टाइम में देते थे ना, अनप्लान्ड टाइम पे वो डे ड्रीमिंग करते
भी है, but more time थोड़ी है. They're less happy in daydreaming. They're not spending more time or less time. I would mark this answer as the answer for sure is which one? D. I just wanted better language. I'm more easily bored. I'll write that language. The answer for sure is this one. The other answers are definitely wrong, but I wanted the word bored to be sure. That's not given. That's my issue. Okay.
सर जो लास्ट फोर्थ लाइन है उस पे लिखा है इजीली बोर्ड सर इसी पैराग्राफ में लास्ट फोर्थ लाइन
Yes. Okay, so they've written here also. We found that self-described addicts will be, we can take them as heavy viewers, are more easily bored and distracted. So they are talking about boredom also, something like that. So it's okay. I would mark this answer as true. This one is correct. The rest of the answers is definitely not there. So the answer would be D. Okay, let's find out people in the industrialized world. Do you have a good keyword? Yes, industrialized world, not a good keyword, but find it. What is the industrialized world? Which country? What else can be written? Instead of
Corporate word.
USA, Japan, something.
yes, they could have written
But
what
company, factories, companies.
which
also.
world?
No, sir, corporate word.
No, which
Or
world?
the capitalist word, I think.
Which is the capitalist word? Which countries?
US or Japan, I think.
US, yes, Europe.
US, Europe or Japan.
So normally people industrialized world, they call them Western countries, or they also call them
Developed country.
yes. So it's not a good word, industrialized, but if it's there, you might have synonyms like that, Western or developed. So be prepared for that. So they use it for synonyms sometimes. Okay, so let's find out if they're talking about Western countries or developed countries or industrial countries. Let's find out directly. We'll go back from F. We want to talk about developed countries. This is about the babies. I'll read this, leave this paragraph. Then I come to D paragraph. Are they talking about countries? No, this paragraph was about formal features. Do you remember? Edits, cuts, zooms. So this was not about countries also. Coming to C paragraph. I think we did a lot of C paragraph. This was about
UK यूज किया नीचे में country name है सर.
but guilt, middle class and poor one. That was a okay.
Okay, TV related things.
TV related ही होगा, ठीक है. Middle class को ज़्यादा guilt होता है than poor ones. Let's find out if that's given. No, it's not about middle class or poor, so I would not go with that.
A, second line.
Okay, I'll go to A, second line. Okay, industrial as well. You were lucky they've given a good, okay, they've matched it. Okay, let's read. On average, individuals in the industrialized world devote 3 hours a day to the pursuit. So they're spending 3 hours on television. That's a lot. Fully half of their leisure time. And this is half of their leisure time. They have they have 6 hours of leisure time and they're spending 3 hours on television and more than any on single activity, save work or sleep, save work and sleep. I want to know the meaning of this line. If someone can tell me, I'll be really happy. Please read it and tell me the meaning. And don't think aloud, think in your mind and then tell me.
Sir, I think over here, he is talking about his leisure time is too much than sleeping, working, or any kind of activity. Like he spend much more time on his sleep.
No, they're not spending time. They're spending time on what?
Television watching.
Yes. So what are they saying? They're spending more time on, they devote how many hours? 3 hours.
3 hours.
To TV. And this is half of their leisure time. What is leisure time?
Recreational time.
They said that they spend more time on TV than their other work or sleep.
No, save ka meaning. There's an old meaning of save here. I don't know if you know that meaning, but this word I teach in graphs. So academic students, we do this word in graphs. Task 1. A lot. Safe का meaning क्या है? Safe का meaning होता है except. It's an old meaning. It's not used nowadays a lot. It will be there in the dictionary. Safe means safe का meaning होता है उसको छोड़ के. Okay, now let me clarify the meaning first. Then I'll show you the meaning. So they devote 3 hours to TV. It is half of their leisure time, and it is more than any single activity. किसको छोड़ के? Work and sleep. सिर्फ work and sleep पे वो ज्यादा time spend करते हैं टीवी से. बाकी सारी activities पे वो टीवी से कम time spend करते हैं. सिर्फ work and TV sleep को छोड़ के बाकी सारी activities से ज्यादा time वो spend करते हैं टीवी पे. That's what this line means. Save is a word. It's an old word. Not used nowadays. This word is not used with this meaning, but save का एक meaning होता है except.
Sir, answer is B.
We'll check the answer first. I'll show you the meaning of save. Save means except. We are not doing save. We are doing save as a preposition. This one. It's an old word, old use of formal words. Except something. They knew nothing about her save her name. उनको कुछ नहीं पता था उसका नाम छोड़ के. They only knew her name. उसको कुछ नहीं पता था. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So save means except. So they spend more time on TV than any other activity. कौन सी दो activities को छोड़ के? Work and sleep. सिर्फ work and sleep पे ज़्यादा time spend करते हैं than watching TV. Okay, let's see the options and let's mark our answer. Okay. Devote 10 hours. No, they spend how many hours?
3
Not
hours.
10 hours.
3 hours.
But
True, false. They devote 3 hours. It's given. Second line, it says they devote 3 hours a day. So not 10 hours, 3 hours. So it's false. Okay, next. Spend more time on TV than any other entertainment. That's true. They spend more time.
True.
Yes, they spend only more time on work and sleeping, but not entertainment. Call themselves TV addicts. Nothing like this. This is not given. Working best. This doesn't even make
Not
sense.
given.
Not given.
So this is the right answer. So we'll do this. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely,
I'll ask,
yes, sir.
okay, I'll ask ma'am to join. Till then, if you have any doubts, please ask. Let me just ask her first, and then you can ask me your doubts. Just hold on.
Sir,
Just one
in this passage, there is no doubt.
second. Let me ask ma'am to join, and then I'll answer. Yeah, yes, I'll come.
Sir, it's a humble request if you can share the academic task or task 1 second video.
I've shared it on YouTube. Please check.
Okay, sir.
It's shared already.
Okay, sir, I'll be sharing a screenshot of the applications. Actually, there are 2 applications. So both says like Makkad IELTS and one
Makkad
application
English.
says
Makkad English is the name of our app, not Makkad IELTS. Makkad English, that's the
Sir,
app.
anyways, I'll be because I have taken the snapshot. I'll be sharing it with you. I'm really confused. I cannot.
You can ask me on WhatsApp. I'll guide you. No worries.
Okay, thank you, sir. And sir, one more thing, like last week we did this one, non-pesticide management of crops in
Yes.
India. So we did that, right? So after that, there are passage 2 and passage 3. Did we finish this too,
I
or
did.
we have to practice?
Oh, I did it. I did them. I think I did all. Yes, I did both of them.
Today?
Not today. I did them after that. You didn't join the class.
Oh, I believe on Friday I missed the class. Yeah.
You
So,
finished.
sir, like tomorrow even I'll be skipping this class. So, from where I can find the video? Like, where are you uploading
I'll
the?
upload on YouTube. You go check on YouTube, but it takes a little bit of time. It takes 3-4 hours, but then it gets uploaded. So check in the morning, it'll be uploaded.
Okay, not on the applications or
I'm
somewhere
doing
else.
it on application. Everyone is finding it so tough to use, so I'm putting it on YouTube also.
Okay, perfect, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, I have one doubt regarding not only for you but also other participant. May I discuss that the name in the actual examination is shown in the italic code? It is true.
The
If
name
those
in
who have given IELTS examination, they can clear my view.
okay. Ask again, Pritiman, please. I didn't get your doubt.
So, ma'am, I said in previously in one class that the writer name is shown in the italic code. Is it true or not? Ma'am also is in the confused. But those who have already given the IELTS examination, can you
Not
clear?
the name of the writer. She was mistaken. The name of books are given in italics. And the name of books are always given in italics. So they will be in italics. Don't worry. Not name of authors, but name of the books written by them. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for example, if I find a book name, I'll show you. Book names are always in italics. Can you repeat what you said? It's not always.
He said, no, one of my students told me that there were years given, they were in italics. So he found it very easy to locate them. So like that, if there is any such thing there in the GT reading, he was saying, Aman from Paroli. He told
Okay,
that.
but normally the rule is that book names they type book names in italics.
Yeah.
It's a global principle, like all over the world. They mention book names in italics. Okay. Any other question? Okay. Mom, I'll leave all on you. You
Make
can
me the
come.
host.
Okay.
Make me the host.
Yeah, I'm making you the host. Preeti, share your doubt on WhatsApp in the group. I'll answer it for the reading.
सर मैंने शेयर किया था, आपने क्लियर भी किया था, बट मेरा डाउट ये था कि जो क्वेश्चन था ना उसका ऑपोजिट, जैसे वहाँ पे ओरिजिनल की जगह फोटो कॉपी क्वेश्चन में था और ओरिजिनल चीजें।
अच्छा देखो, क्वेश्चन नहीं, मैंने वो क्वेश्चन आपने गलत अंडरस्टैंड करा ना। देखो मैंने आपको सम वाला क्वेश्चन कराया, सम का उल्टा मैंने क्या करवाया बताओ?
मोर।
ऑल। यू आर स्टिल सेइंग इट रॉन्ग। सम का उल्टा कब होता है? जब क्या लिखा होता है? ऑल। डू यू रिमेम्बर?
यस सर।
हाँ, तो वहां पे सम था और पैसेज में क्या था? ऑल डॉक्यूमेंट्स आर ओरिजिनल। क्वेश्चन में था सम डॉक्यूमेंट्स आर फोटोकॉपीज, वहां पे लिखा था ऑल डॉक्यूमेंट्स आर।
मैंने गलत पिक किया था, वहां पे मैंने फोटो कॉपी से देखा।
नहीं, फिर क्यों देखा ना? मैंने तो कौन सा वर्ड कराया यहाँ पे? कीवर्ड। आपने वो मैंने आपको लॉजिक करवाया था। सम का ऑपोजिट क्या होता है? ऑल। You should have focused on that word more than that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so think of my sum questions. I always tell you the opposite for sum is all. Okay. So that is why you're making a mistake here. No, I'm okay with you're finding with the help of photocopy. Now you're picking the wrong thing. So I would have picked the word as sum, ulta, all, and original. Photocopy se wo nahi mila, location nahi mili. That is the problem that you faced.
Yes, sir.
Yes. They were not, see, Preeti, GT reading is a bit tricky in that sense. They make it hard. They're very simple, but you have to read, and maybe for GT reading, your method is better. You read everything that's better. For the last passage, do the keywords. Try to read everything in the first three passages, I would suggest.
अगर स्पेशली अगर मैं लोकेट करके करती हूँ तो फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स में मेरे गलत हो जाते हैं।
So the first three passages के लिए try reading everything. That is what I would suggest.
मैं फर्स्ट फोर में कंप्लीट करती हूँ, क्योंकि जब लोकेट करने जाती हूँ तो मैं आधा चीज तो ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है, फिर मिलता ही नहीं है।
Okay.
लोकेशन मतलब शायद मैं फाइंड नहीं कर पाती हूँ, इस वजह से शायद प्रॉब्लम होती है।
Okay. Okay, I'll do it. I'll try to do it. I'll try to address that question also next time. Acha, now for the others, I just want to say I've shared that class in the group, and you can check it out there on YouTube. Maybe I've shared it for others also. I've shared it. I've started sharing in YouTube. So just go to YouTube, go to our channel, and you'll find the video. It's the latest video.
सर
Sentence
पार्ट 2 भी शेयर कर दिया आपने, पार्ट 1 तो अवेलेबल है.
part 2 also. Just go check it out.
ओके सर.
Okay.
रूप ने तेरे को नोटी बुला रहा है.
Okay, I'll come.